TKM Extreme in 2016, in the resurgent form it is, and the TKM Festival Elite Final, I can't wait. Ryan Cole, Ben Davis, Owain Rosser and Luke Graver in the first two rows, from Virgo, Back, Reed, Springfield and Joe Porter alongside James Mills on the grid. Let's hope Dave has a good one. Matt Taylor alongside Cameron Fisher on the sixth row as well, so keep an eye on the E-plate. Away we go, we're on board with Louis Back, and that's a storming start around the outside for Simon Virgo with contact, lots of contact, karts everywhere, pandemonium. It's been a pretty clean day so far, but unfortunately we've lost a lot. Lewis Main is gone, so too is Jack Ransom. Who else in the mix there as well? Rowan Reed, William Lakin was in there, Ben Davis and Kai Springfield also involved. We're on board with Louis Back. He dropped to 8th position as a result of that little melee at the first turn, and that is Charles Machin in front of us.
Lucky to get away with it though, Louis Back there. He suffered some contact. He was on the outside. He could have been shoved into the tyres, but fortunate to get away with it. So at least he's still running.
Ryan Cole is your leader as the walking wounded trudge away. But Ryan Cole, a former winner of this 4 times over, is looking to make it 5. He'll be able to count all of his successes at the TKM Festival on one hand, running out of space. If he wanted to win it again after that, he'd have to grow another finger if he wanted to count it on one hand. He's done that well, but he's got so much hard work to do before he can claim that famous 5th victory. And look at the gaggle of karts from 5th downwards on this second lap. Already it's getting pretty frenetic, with at the front of that little gaggle Cameron Fisher, the 53, as already there's a lot of big moves being made. But Owain Rosser, again, trying to get himself at the front of the field at Kimbolton. We're back on board with Louis Back. To our left is Cameron Fisher. Just up the road from us is Charles Machin. Nice slice across there from Fisher, to be fair. He held on to the place nicely. And now at the front of that 5th position gaggle, it's Matt England, the 1 plate.
The current British champion through to 5th place, and in fact drops 1, so drops back to 6 as he goes into the bus stop. That's Joe Porter picked out there in 4th place, or as we like to call him these days, Dave.
They come back onto the TKM straight, and this battle for 5th position, charging after our 4 leaders, and still that man leading the way, Ryan Cole, is not about to be beaten as England gets himself back into 5th position, back past Charles Machin. And it's going to be interesting to see if these 4 karts at the front of the field are going to be caught by these. Well, not if they keep battling like this. Machin gets back through. England determined to get back on the inside. Right, now that you've got on the inside, signal to him. Come on, we're losing so much time to the leaders. Help me out. We need to get back on terms with these guys. That's Simon Virgo, the 10, now in 3rd position, tucked up behind our 2 leaders, Ryan Cole and Owain Rosser. And then behind them it's Porter, an amazing 4-way scrap for the victory. And then the chasing pack, led by the reigning British champion, Matt England. This is going to be an absolute storybook victory for whoever wins this one, because there's so many plot twists on the way.
Yeah, Matt England and Charles Machin battling. Look, that's dropped him further back, and here comes Machin again down the inside at Stowe Corner, and he's made that stick, so England drops back. But these 2 battling, that's costing this whole group time against the leaders. Back on board here with Louis Back, up the inside of Matt England. Great move.
Yeah, up to 6th position. There's just 1 more to go before he's at the head of this group, Charles Machin. And these 4 at the front are disappearing, although interestingly Porter is not as close to the top 3 as I thought he might be, as we look down on Louis Back chasing after Machin with England on his tail. Up the inside, is he going to get there? Yes, 5th position, very nicely done from Louis Back, although Machin tries to get him back on the undercut. He's not able to get there. Matt England might use that as an opportunity to move up into 6th position. Does he get there into Stowe Corner? Yes, he does. Beautifully done.
And that cost the onboard cameraman 3 places. England went through behind Machin, and then Goldsmith followed him through. This is the replay. Now here's Lewis Back picked out, 3 places lost through turn 1.
And it wouldn't surprise me if Sean Abbott got a good run on our cameraman as well there, because he went way over the curbs. And look, they've tightened up again that battle. So the next one behind Louis Back is Sean Abbott, the 38. He may get a chance to move up. Back to the front though. And still the 46 Ryan Cole holding on from Rosser, Virgo and Porter, and it's now starting to get to the point where these drivers will not want to follow Ryan Cole anymore. They'll want to get into a neat position. Look at the scrap we've got down to the first corner. Drivers struggling to get their way through. They're all banzaiing for an inside manoeuvre. They've got to make this count. We're running out of laps, and if you want to finish in a strong position, you've got to make that move now.
Owen Rosser looking up the inside of Cole. Can he get it done? Doesn't look like he can. The E-plate, Matt Taylor was in the mix in the midfield. He had a better run earlier on in the O-plate, but not in this one. Got it all to do.
Great overtaking move in the mid-pack there from Jake Campbell-Mills, the 58. He manages to put himself into a strong position. Good to see him back in the mix again as well. So down the straight, Ryan Cole, Owen Rosser, Simon Virgo, and at the back of that little gaggle, it is Porter. Is he going to be able to make the move on the inside for 6th position? Yes! 52, Louis back, gets back into P6, past Matt England. He is having a great race here, to be fair, and it's not easy to put one over on the British champion, but he made that one look fairly straightforward.
The 2007 British champion leads it then from Rosser, Virgo in 3rd, Davies 4th.
Dave is in 4th place. Then we look back, and Machin's actually got a bit of distance between himself and back. Then it's England, Fisher, Abbott is doing well. Matt and Joe Taylor come next. Then Jake Campbell-Mills, Goldsmith, Darlington, Barrow. Haynes is in there. Rebecca Coughlin just in front of the C-plate. Ryan Edwards down in 18th. Then it is Round, Eden and Reddy in front of Mills and Cooper. Now, if I'm right, Reddy, didn't he win the TWM shootout recently, Alan?
Yeah, he did. He got, they put him through his licence, basically, and they're running him this weekend at this event. It was... They had quite a few people turn up for that shootout. It was Reddy that won it, and he's got his MSA licence courtesy of TWM, and they're running him in the team free of charge this weekend.
Fantastic to see him doing so well in the mix then, and interestingly, England managed to get past Louis back there. We didn't see where he made the move, but he's up to 6th position. Look back through the train, you'll see the C-plate Ryan Edwards. There he is. He's very disappointed with 18th position at the moment, no doubt. He'll want better next time. Battle for 3rd position, Simon Virgo versus Joe Porter. Both of those drivers wanting a win, never mind a 3rd step of the podium. But as Ryan Cole continues to stretch out a little bit of an advantage each time they go through a turn on Owen Rosser, their chances of winning get smaller and smaller. Ryan Cole, this is an amazing comeback, isn't it, Alan? Great to see him having lost none of his speed, none of his flair.
No, he just comes back, came back last year, returned out of retirement to take the win. He's not raced at all this year as Dave goes up the inside of Simon Virgo, Dave Porter, Joe Porter, call him what you want. It's through to the lead. Green flag's waving after a yellow flag. But yeah, Ryan Cole comes back. He's come back again this year, not raced at all. And here he is right at the front of the field. It just goes to prove, Jake, once you got it, you've always got it.
Yep, it's like riding a bike, isn't it? Class always rises to the top, and Ryan Cole is world class. So he runs at the front. Owen Rosser desperately trying to put one over on him. Every time he looks for a gap on the inside line, Ryan Cole slams the door shut in his face, gives him a nosebleed, and says, "Don't even think about it, bucko. This is my title. I've dominated every lap of this. You're not even getting a whisker of a chance." Meanwhile, England is trying to get back on terms with Machin, and he's got Louis back on his tail, and on his is Matthew Taylor, who's trying to storm his way up. Jake Campbell-Mills is in the middle of no man's land in that group of karts now, who seem to have broken away a little bit. It was a long train of about 20 or so karts. Now it's opened up to a few different packs, as you can see. The 5th place scrap, then comes Campbell-Mills, and then the battle is resumed behind, led by Ross Darlington. But here is Ryan Cole in front of Owen Rosser. Rosser again closing up on Ryan Cole. I want this victory. I want the TKM Festival. He's never won it. He wants to win it. He deserves to win it. He puts in so much hard work. But Ryan Cole is a tough cookie to crumble. He really wants to get that space opened up as the rest of the field battle for position. Darlington still moving to cover the 53 behind him of Cameron Fisher, but into the last lap, Owen Rosser going for broke. Ryan Cole defending to the inside line. This is the chance Ross has been waiting for. He saved his best till last, surely. Can he get an opportunistic move on Ryan Cole? He's going to try and come round the outside. They bang wheels, and Cole has to keep the door closed. Brilliant defence there from Cole. That's all right as far as I'm concerned. That's a clean bit of defence and a clean attacking move. Rosser has lost a little bit of ground though. He's going to have to pull off the biggest magic trick in karting to get back on terms with Ryan Cole. Meanwhile, Virgo trying to overhaul Porter. Here comes Rosser. Don't be too slow off the turn, Ryan, because you might not hold it, but he does in the end. Rosser tried. He couldn't overhaul him, and Ryan Cole, his 5th, and he holds his hand up in the same gesture. 5 victories in the TKM Extreme Elite Final. What a champion for the 5th time. Ryan Cole gets the job done in front of Owain Rosser. Third position, it was very close as they came across the line. I think it just went to Joe Porter out in front. Yes, indeed, in front of Virgo. Matt England does get Charles Machin on the last lap for 5th position, but Ryan Cole, it's 5 out of 5. Brilliant.
It's been a struggle up through the field, but you were sitting there in the last lap or so, just made it through. One of 2 champions in the top 3. Did you ever think you were going to get up and have a chance of taking the win?
Yeah, at the start, but I made a little mistake at Hanger and put a wheel off the track. And then at that point we were out of the tow, and obviously we didn't have the outright pace to match Ryan anyway, but as soon as we were out of the tow it was a struggle. We got back to Simon, but at that point the top 2 had gone too far and we couldn't catch them back up. But starting 19th in the pre-final, I think we've done a good job, to be honest.
Yep, pretty good. Well done, Joe. Second place then to Owain Rosser. Now, you were on his bumper for so long in that race. I think the 2 of you actually bumped going into the bus stop, didn't you? You were pretty close there.
Yeah, it was really close. I mean, you know, he defended really well in the first corner, so it was like, I've got to make a move somewhere. I thought, just try it around the outside, see what happens. It nearly worked, but, you know, there's always next time, I suppose.
You won your 3 heats, you won the pre-final, and you won the final. So it wasn't a bad effort, really, was it?
No, it's not bad really to say. I mean, well, me and Joe, we've only done 1 race in a year, so we only come back to do this meeting. So, but I just want to first off say thanks to Brian from Flex Motorsport, because the motors have just been absolutely unreal.
Once again, the Maxxis TKM Festival, the best day of motorsport in Great Britain. There, I said it. I can't wait for 2017.